Yo, so before you watch this awesome BS video, just wanted to let you know that I'm looking to grow my Twitch channel as well. I need a lot of followers to become affiliate or partner ideally. Info will be coming soon, but I am looking to give away a Transcendence Scroll this Christmas 2019 for one lucky winner. Alright, details will be posted in a future YouTube video. There will be a link in the comment section of this video to my Twitch channel and to the video explaining the rules. Thank you. Enjoy your new BS team. Yo, welcome to your new R5 meta team. I call it the BS R5. No, man, come on, what's wrong with you guys? Not bullshit. Balegyr Solo R5, okay? Come on, get your mind out of the gutter. And it honestly features a Fran, man. I mean, where isn't she good? Now she's going to become R5 meta as if she wasn't already RTA, Guild War Offense, whatever, Siege. I don't know. She's used everywhere. Damn it. And now she's taking over R5, man. So, here we go. I'm going to explain to you how this team works. So this team is basically designed to replace QB and the Chloe Galleon teams. Alright, so as of right now, for those teams, you need people with two really good damage sets on Katarina and on Bale. What could happen though is at times, if one Queb or a Galleon derbs, it can easily result in a wipe if the other two members don't have enough damage. Alright, especially when you're Radiant in channel 65 on the global server and people who just don't have the rune quality are looking to get carried. I mean, that's really just what it is. And I mean, I honestly just got tired of the wipes, man. My rune quality is great and I should not be wiping, and I wanted to make it easy for people to do this. So one time, the light bulb just turned on, and I had an idea. I tested it on stream and we made some segue, and I've been testing it for at least a week now and finally came up with something that works. So here's the breakdown of what my team accomplishes. Alright, 0 derps, no more Galleon derbs, no more QB derbs. It is derp free. Your Bale will always have 5 stacks during the first turn. Okay, so the success rate of this team is going to be about 99.9%, and I'll show you why. All right, in a bit. Which honestly, shit, I'm not getting 99.9% doing QB, and yeah, I'm not. So that's already better, and that's actually by far what I think is the best part about this, is just successfully clearing this each and every time. And I mean, it's really not that slow. It's only about, let's just say 10 seconds longer maybe than QB. It's going to take about anywhere from 34 to like 38 seconds. At the worst, it can go into the 40s. Alright, so another thing that it's going to do is, I mean, it's just going to free up so many monsters, man. It's going to free up your Galleon. It's going to free up your Chloe, your Katarina, Helia, Orang, your Queb, which I'm personally excited to make my Lucian fat again for Arena. Because my Katarina, I mean, she was hitting in the 60,000s with her SOD. And I'm going to be able to move some of those runes around to my Lucian. Currently, they are on my Bale, as you'll see right now. But I don't need that much. My Bale is on overkill right now, okay? I won't need that much, and you'll see. It's also going to drastically, and I mean drastically, reduce the rune quality needed, especially on the fight and the will runes that you currently use on those teams. So you can take your good will runes now and use them for other content like PvP, like Guild Wars, Arena, RTA, whatever. You're not going to need... your will runes do not need to be that good. except the two that you're going to be using on your Emperor. Okay. Now, so here's the team. Okay. Um, So you got the Water Joker, Cyan, alright? He's in the front line. And then you got the Water Warbear, which can be replaced by the Fire Giant Warrior, as you're going to see once we get into the runs, okay? Both of them are in the front line, and that's for a reason. Now, these are the runes. As you can see, these are shit runes. Some would say these are BS runes. Bullshit, right? And I mean, you really don't need anything better than that. They need to be on fight, will. They need the will because of their passive. You don't want them to get oblivion. Their passive is key for the success of this team. Okay, so you can see that's just horrible runes required for your front line. You actually don't want better runes than this. Okay. And I'll cover something else real quick. This guy here, he possibly can be replaced by a Theomars. Now, I tested my Theomars, and then my spare Theomars. Unfortunately, my spare Theomars is 6-star already. And his base stats are just too high. So, oh, I got excluded. So, after the boss jumps, and I'll get into how this is all going to work, but he wasn't dying because of Vimesity's defense buff and just his base stats being too high. I mean, I even ran him naked on just 2 will runes and he still wasn't dying. So I will test once I get a Theomars at level 1 5-star, and if it works, then you'll be able to run a 24% leader skill, which will in turn reduce the requirements for your Bale, because he'll need 24% less crit. And then you can just stack so much damage and attack power on him, alright? Now, this is my Vimesity. I'm going to go over how to make this team if you're going to make the transition from your QB or your Chloe team to this team. So, Vimesity, he's going to keep the runes that you already had. He gets no change. He should already be on fight will, alright? And then what you do is you give your Quab runes to Fran. You give them to Fran, alright? And it's going to be that easy, alright? You just need them a little bit tanky, so they should already be tanky. So you really shouldn't even need to switch anything on those two guys, alright? And then Lauren's going to get your Orang runes, or, your Elsharian runes, if that's who you were running, whoever your global leader monster that you were running is using. Now, I'm using Lauren with 100% accuracy. I know there's a debate that the boss only has 15% resistance and she only needs 15% accuracy. I just had this, so I threw it on. If someone can confirm, or maybe if enough people confirm, because my research, it didn't net me a solid, I just wasn't sold that it really was the case. It probably is, though, and you probably don't need 100% accuracy, but I threw it on because she was already tanky enough. And then this is my Bale. My Bale, like I said, he's on overkill damage right now. You don't need that much. You really don't. I'll cover it while we do some runs, but I believe it's only about 1600 attack and like maybe 225 crit damage that's going to be needed. Maybe a little more, and you can even run him fatal. But I believe as long as your Bale's last hit is about 31,000, to be on the safe side, 32,000, then you'll be fine. I mean, you'll be damn fine. I'm not a nerd, so I don't know these exact values needed. So if anyone, I'm sorry, not a nerd, but anyone that's just a mathematician that can figure out exactly how much each Bale needs to hit to reduce the boss from 0 to 50% with 5 stacks each time, because the boss does gain increased stats for the second turn. So the first turn can always work perfectly, but I believe he gains like 15% increased stats. So you are going to need a good damage set, okay? But what this team allows is now, instead of needing 2, you could kind of combine the 2 damage sets between Bale and Katarina and make one really good one. And that should be enough for you to do this, okay? All right, so that's the team. Now I'm gonna go over how the boss, how this fight is gonna work. Okay, so the turn order is Fran, Immensity, Lauren, Bale, and then the BS frontline. No, not bullshit. The Bale Stack Sacrifice frontline. All right. So um, another thing is your Lauren, your friend, and your Immensity, they don't even have to be 6-starred. If you got some dupes and you just want to 5-star them, as long as your rune quality is good on those fight and will runes, you can run it that way. But 6-star will make it a little safer. Okay. So this is how the boss fight's gonna go. So the boss is gonna move. Everyone is slower than the boss. So the boss is gonna move first, and he's gonna kill the front line, either with the breath or with the nosedive attack. Okay. Both are gonna come back to life. Bale gets 5 stacks. Bam, no derps, 5 stacks. You don't have to worry about anyone on your team derping. He's at 5 stacks. All right. So Fran moves. She can derp, but she's really good at not derping. So she's gonna use her S1 or her S3 most of the time. Like I'd say a lot of the time. But in case she doesn't, we have Immensity just to make sure she does her S3 and puts up that attack power buff and the 2-turn will, which is actually very important, which is why we're using Fran. We need that second will for after the jump when the boss does his breath again, so that Bale doesn't get attack broken or obliviated or whatever. It's basically the attack break. And Lauren, so she doesn't get oblivion, because we need her defense break. Okay, so I messaged researchers friend. We got all the buffs up. All right. So now the Laurens move. So 2 people are gonna use Lauren and 1 person is gonna use Shua. So the both Laurens and the Shua move. We get out of 2 Laurens, we're gonna get the defense break. I mean, we are. So far they haven't missed between 2 Laurens. 1 Lauren I have seen miss, but not 2. All right, and then Shua, possible branding. It doesn't matter. You're not gonna need it. All right. So after the defense breaks, then all 3 of your bales are gonna move, and they're gonna get the boss to 50%. The boss is gonna go up in the air, and he's gonna do his jump. All right. So when the boss does his jump and he does damage from above, he's gonna kill your first sacrifice, which will be the warrior or the bear. So bam, Bale's at 3 stacks now. As soon as the boss lands, then it's Cyan's turn. And this is key because he had invincibility. He did not die. Alright? So we need him alive so that he can tank the front line when the boss moves again. So now Cyan moves and loses his invincibility, but he is still alive. Alright, so now the boss moves. He does either the breath or the nosedive again. Cyan will tank it if he does the breath. Everyone else should live through it. Cyan dies. Bale is back to 5 stacks. And then it's just same thing. Fran moves. Fran, she's more than likely going to use her second skill. She always does. It's up. She's going to heal someone. Immensity is going to probably use second skill, slow the boss. Lauren, Chihuahua are going to hit the boss, applying that key defense break. And then Bale moves. And bam, boss is dead. Alright, now as a disclaimer, the reason why I haven't said that this thing is 100% clear rate is because sometimes your Lauren will, she'll hit all 3 of her, the attack bar reduction, and then the boss might not move and kill your Joker. So when that happens, your Bale only gets 3 stacks on the second turn. But because they are so tanky, they're still gonna kill. They still kill because they're gonna be able to survive. The Joker's still tanking the front line. He's gonna die again, and your other 2 damage, your other 2 bales, they're probably gonna do quite a bit of damage, and your bale can use his apocalypse with 3 stacks only. So he'll use it twice and he'll finish it off. But who knows? Again. That could be 1 out of 1,000 when this happens. I believe that it does happen in one of the runs that I recorded for this video. So you might be able to see that. Alright. So that's about it, guys. That's how it works, and now I'm going to show you the team in action. Alright, so let's get into it. Let's see some runs, alright? And as you can see, I mean, we're just running that HP leader from the War Bear, just because why not? Just to make sure that, you know, the Bales and the backline, specifically Lauren and Bale, survive after the jump. But right there, the boss move, he killed the front line. Cyan came back to life, and so did the bear. Now, during this jump, and as you saw, all Bales were speed tuned together, right? So during the jump, he comes down, he kills the bear. That's 3 stacks on Bale. Boss moves again. He wipes out the Joker, and all Bales have 5 stacks. Now, there's a defense break, and the Bales are going to finish it off. That's it. That's simple, alright? So I'll do another one, and I'll go over it again on how this is going to work. And see, that was 38 seconds, which, I mean, honestly, for a 99.9% you know, clear rate, I definitely think this is way better than Queb and than the Chloe teams. Alright, so again, everyone is slower than the dragon. So the dragon moves, bam, you know, he kills the sacrifices, the BS sacrifices. And no, guys, not the bullshit sacrifices. I'm talking about the Bale stack sacrifices, alright? So you saw how the turn order went. All the Bales moved together. Now the Jokers move, and then the boss is going to move and kill all the Jokers, giving Bale 5 stacks again. And then it's just the turn order. We get that defense break in, and bam, he's dead again. Dead again. So like I said, this is going to be a 99.9% clear rate, only because, you know, throughout the runs that you do, there's gonna be one time where some way, somehow, the Laurens miss the defense breaks, or where they reduce a little, just a tad too much attack bar, and the boss does not move, and he doesn't kill the Joker after the jump, and one Bale will have only 3 stacks, and if the other 2 don't have the damage, then, you know, it possibly could be a wipe. But this team is extremely safe. I mean, I really can't put it any other way. And like I said, you know, it frees up all of those units, and, you know, mid-game players can now do even R4, R3 even. I mean, you know, if they need to, there's really no reason for them not to. As you saw, like right here, there was just a tad of damage missing, which I'm sure it was because what happened was one of the Jokers didn't die, but, you know, they still cleared it. It's gonna be probably like 41 seconds, maybe 45. Okay, so this is like worst case scenario. Well, I guess worst case scenario is not killing it, right? But I mean, this was not bad at all. You know, they still cleared it. Of this, and I personally believe that everyone should move to this. I mean, why not? Right now, your Joker's probably sitting in storage. Yeah, that's if you didn't feed it, which if you did, fuck, that sucks. You're gonna want to pull another one. Also, I currently don't have a Theo, but I believe that a Theo Mars can replace that Joker. I've tested it with a 6-star Theo, but his base stats are just way too high. So you need a level 1 5-star Theo. And I think that will work, and that'll replace him. And that's going to give you an extra leader skill so that you can run even less crit rate on Bale. And, you know, that'll be great. See, this one, the one on the left, you could tell that he didn't get his stacks. But, you know, because your backline is tanky, you know, they still killed it. They still killed it. I still have yet to wipe with this team, but like I said, something is gonna happen, you know, eventually, and I mean, obviously, if you're running with someone, whose build doesn't do enough damage, then yes, you are going to wipe. But if built correctly, like I said, this team, I'm just saying 99.9% success rate. That's for your bill, to get the required amount of damage. And obviously, you're going to test it and you'll know. I mean, you know how good your runes are, Don't go to channel 65 and, start spamming looking for, BS team. Honestly, just go farm some R4, man. Farm some R4. And I will say right here, I've been hanging out in channel 66. It looks like there's nobody there. So let's proclaim that, and this is on the global server, let's proclaim that R4 and maybe even R3 for those very early game players, BS channel. Alright? And, you just go there and say, looking for BS R4, looking for BS R3, and find some players to raid with and just improve your account. Improve your account until you're ready for R5. There's really nothing wrong with that. You really just got to learn to crawl. I mean, well, first crawl and then walk, and then you can run. So R3, R4, then R5. Alright, so if you're wondering whether this can sync up to the current QB and Chloe teams, the answer is yes. You just need to make one minor adjustment, and that is this. He needs to move before Bale. That is just so that it syncs up with everything. And it's got to be him, because if it's the Joker, then the Joker won't have invincibility after the jump. Therefore, there won't be anyone to tank the front line for that boss's hit after the jump. So it's got to be him. So he's going to revive, right? There you go. He revives. Bale's got his 5 stacks. Branding's up. Blah, blah, blah. The turn order's good. And now all Bale's move, right? There you go. Perfect. All Bale's moved. And now we're going to get our Bale another 5 stacks. So the only difference here is going to be, it's just going to take a few seconds longer, because unless the Catarines kill it on their own, which I didn't think they would, and they didn't. But once we get that defense break and our Bale moves, our Bale's going to finish it off. Just like that. Boom. So yes, that's the only minor adjustment you got to do, so you can pay the mana to switch the rune. Or, shit man, those warbears are so easy, just awaken another one and have a spare one. That's it. Again, it's going to require some rune quality on your raid partners though, alright? And it's not my fault if they don't have it, and it's not my fault if you don't have it. But get it. So, in conclusion, guys, how do you like your BS? Isn't it fucking awesome? Now, seriously, guys, I really hope you guys build this. I hope you take advantage of this. I hope you farm the shit out of R5 now. And I really hope that you have fun while doing it. Most of all. I hope you guys all get violent, legend, grinds, and gems, along with any other thing that you might be looking for. But seriously, thank you for watching. I'm looking to grow my channel. I mean, come on. If this doesn't get you to subscribe, I don't know what will. So if you don't subscribe, I call bullshit. Alright? But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. As you can see, you don't need awesome runes to farm R5 anymore. Alright? All you need is one good damage set and then some BS runes. So if you didn't know, now you know. You know?